R-Truth reveals shocking reason why he ignored Triple H's call, Raw Fallout explained. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. In the world of WWE, chaos and controversy are often just part of the job. But every now and then, something truly unexpected takes place. Something so raw, so real, it breaks the fourth wall and leaves fans speechless. This is one of those moments. After months of speculation, fan concern, and backstage whispers, R-Truth has finally come forward to reveal the real reason why he ignored Triple H's repeated attempts to contact him during one of WWE's most turbulent times. This is more than just a wrestling storyline. This is personal. This is truth. R-Truth. Let's break it all down. The context. What happened on Raw? It all began on the May 5th edition of Monday Night Raw, when R-Truth, who hadn't been seen in any serious WWE programming in over a year, suddenly made a surprise appearance during a backstage segment involving the Judgment Day. Triple H, in an on-screen role, was shown on the phone in his office. The camera caught just enough of the conversation to confirm one thing: he was calling R-Truth. "Where the hell have you been? We need to talk. ASAP," Triple H said. But the call was never answered. What followed was confusion, some chuckles from the crowd, and a feeling that something bigger was brewing behind the scenes. Now, weeks later, we know the truth. Because R-Truth himself has finally spoken. But to understand why this matters, we have to go back. R-Truth's career struggles and WWE absence. R-Truth, real name Ron Killings, is a WWE veteran who has entertained millions for over 2 decades. From his early days as K-Quick to his multiple runs as a comedic 24/7 champion, Truth was always seen as WWE's resident jester, but few knew the man behind the humor was quietly battling something serious. After suffering a brutal quadriceps injury in late 2022 during a match on NXT, R-Truth was sidelined for months. Initially expected to be out for 6 to 9 months, the recovery turned into a nightmare. Truth disappeared from TV. There were no vignettes, no updates, no social media hints. Just silence. And during that silence, something changed. In a recent exclusive sit-down interview with WWE.com's Byron Saxton, R-Truth finally opened up. And what he said stunned everyone. The interview bombshell. Byron Saxton: "Truth, thank you for taking the time. Fans have missed you. Triple H said he tried to contact you, even during Raw. But you didn't respond. Why?" R-Truth paused. Then, with uncharacteristic seriousness, he leaned forward. "R-Truth, you know Byron, sometimes, silence is the only way you can scream loud enough for people to listen." He went on to reveal that during his recovery, he had suffered from severe depression, anxiety, and feelings of being discarded. "Man, I gave everything to this company. I gave my body, my creativity, my soul. And when I got hurt, it was like I just vanished to them. Like I didn't matter no more." He described how weeks turned into months, and he began to feel as if he'd become invisible. "I watched Raw every week. SmackDown too. I saw people laughing, fighting, winning titles. And I was just sitting on my couch like I was never even there. Like I was just a joke again." He revealed that Triple H had called multiple times, but each time, he just stared at the screen. "I wanted to answer. God knows I did. But I wasn't ready. I didn't want to talk business. I wanted someone to check on Ron, not just R-Truth." The emotional fallout. For fans, R-Truth has always been the man who could make us laugh in any situation. But now, that laughter felt like a mask hiding years of personal sacrifice and internal pain. During the interview, he broke down in tears as he described the loneliness of recovery, the nightmares about losing his spot, and the emotional toll of being seen only as comic relief. R-Truth: "I've wrestled in every state. I've performed in front of 80,000 people. But nothing is scarier than silence. That's what I was living in, silence." He explained that Triple H's calls, although well-intended, felt too tied to the business. "I needed someone to call me and say, 'Hey Ron, how are you feeling?' Not, 'Hey Truth, we need you for this segment.'" That distinction became the root of his silence. But Truth's story doesn't stop at pain. It takes a turn toward resilience. Road to Redemption. Finding his voice again. As 2024 came to a close, R-Truth began working on himself, physically, mentally, spiritually. He started training again at his home gym in Charlotte, North Carolina. He took up meditation. He began speaking to a therapist. Something he said changed everything. It was the first time someone listened to Ron. Not R-Truth, just Ron. He revealed that Triple H eventually left him a voice message that finally reached him on a personal level. Hunter left this message saying, "We miss you. Not just the character, you." And that's what finally broke me. I cried hard. That's when R-Truth decided to return. But not as just a goofball. Not as a sidekick. He wanted to come back as a man who had been broken, ignored, and forgotten, and had found the strength to return. Raw return plans revealed. In the same interview, Truth revealed that he and Triple H finally spoke, off camera, off record, heart to heart. And what came from that conversation is what we're about to witness unfold in WWE. Truth said, "I told him I'm done being invisible. No more. If I come back with meaning." And it seems Triple H listened. According to internal reports from Fightful and PW Insider, R-Truth is being considered for a major role on Raw moving forward, not just comedy, but something deeper. Sources suggest that Truth may be involved in a feud with The Miz, his longtime frenemy, in a storyline that's set to blend kayfabe with real emotion. Even more shocking, there's talk of R-Truth being inserted into the Intercontinental title picture later this year, with support from creative and even some superstars backstage. Truth said, "People forget. I can wrestle. I've been doing this for 25 years. It's time they remember." Locker room reaction. Following his candid interview, the response backstage was immediate. Superstars like Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods shared their support publicly on social media. Kofi wrote, "R-Truth is a legend. And a brother. We got you." Even Roman Reigns reportedly reached out, saying, "There's only one Truth in this business. And we've been missing him." Triple H himself posted a rare tweet. "Sometimes the loudest moments come from silence. Welcome back, Ron." The fans absolutely lit up Twitter and Reddit, sharing old R-Truth clips, sending messages of encouragement, and demanding WWE give him the respect he deserves. This wasn't just a return. This was a revelation. What this means for WWE's culture. In an era where mental health is finally being treated with the seriousness it deserves, R-Truth's story shines a light on the emotional toll of professional wrestling, especially for talent not always in the main event spotlight. The fact that someone like Truth, a company veteran, could feel so isolated speaks volumes. WWE has made efforts to improve internal wellness programs, but R-Truth's story shows that more needs to be done. It's not just about pushing through pain. It's about healing what's inside. Truth said, his choice to come forward not only humanizes him, it forces us all to consider the reality behind the entertainment. Truth's message to the fans. In closing, R-Truth had this to say to his fans. "To everyone who missed me, who wondered where I was, thank you. I didn't know if anyone still cared. But now I know, and I'm back, and I'm better, and I promise you, this next chapter